What's up, YouTube? Now in this video, we're going to be going over enums. We're going to be talking about what exactly enums are, as well as we'll be going over a few examples of enums by creating our own smart contract that will allow us to select from a variety of different cars to test drive. But before we get into all that, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, as well as that push notification bell so you get all my content as soon as it comes out. Guys, I am basically laying down the foundation for the upcoming videos in which we'll be breaking down more advanced smart contracts, so you're gonna want to tune in. With that being said, let's hop right into the tutorial. Alright guys, so what exactly are enums? Now, booleans are a good value type to use in situations that require a response of true or false. That is, predicaments in which only two options are available. But let's say that you want to restrict a variable to have one of many predefined values. Now, the values in this enumerated list are called enums. With the use of enums, it is possible to reduce the number of bugs in your code, considering the fact that we're limiting the choices that the users are basically allowed to choose. So let's go ahead and get started by creating a smart contract called Automobile Test Drive. We will start the smart contract by declaring an enum called cars. So let's offer the user the option to select from 5 different car brands. The first one is going to be BMW. The next one is going to be Benz for Mercedes-Benz. The next one is going to be Ford. The next one is going to be Chevy for Chevrolet. And the last one is going to be Toyota. Next, we will create a variable of that enum named choice. Then we will create a constant called defaultChoice that will hold a default value. After that, let's go ahead and create our first function called driveToyota. Now we will declare this function public so that it can be called from anywhere, whether from this contract or from another contract. When this function is called, the variable choice will select the enum Toyota. We can do this by equating choice is equal to cars.toyota. Next, let's do the same for the Ford model. So I am declaring a function called driveFord public. And I am once again equating the variable choice to cars.ford this time. Now this will signal Solidity to select Ford when I declare the function. Alright, so once those functions are declared, let's go ahead and declare another function called select that will trigger the action of actually selecting a car to test drive. This function will be public as well, except this function will also be declared view so that it cannot modify the initial state of the contract. Remember that this function is only there to partake in the action of selecting a car to test drive. Therefore, it wouldn't make sense to give this function the authority to make state changes to our contract. And to cap it off, we will return one of our enums cars, which will in turn return our variable choice. Now lastly, I will create a function called selectDefaultChoice, which will essentially select a default car from our list of enums. Now this function will be declared public like all of the others. However, it will also be declared as a pure function. Like a view function, a pure function is not allowed to modify state variables. But pure functions are also not allowed to read state variables as well. So what exactly does this mean? Well, in simple terms, a pure function is just a function that has no side effects, and a function that always returns the exact same thing every single time that you give it the same inputs. So every single time you call this function with the same input, it will always give you the same output, and it affects nothing else outside of it. Kind of like a math function comprised of 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. The arithmetic is always going to be true, and it affects nothing outside of it. Now, if you'd like to learn more about view and pure functions, go ahead and click this link on the top of this video, and it will take you to a tutorial that I made detailing view and pure functions within Solidity. Alright, so to cap it all off now, this function will return an unsigned integer, which will be the constant default choice, that we declared on line 7 of our contract. So let's go ahead and deploy this contract now. Now, as you can see, our default choice is 0. So our enums are essentially an array. This array starts from 0 and goes all the way to 4 since we have 5 different options to choose from. 0 is equal to BMW, 1 is equal to Benz, 2 is equal to Ford, 3 is equal to Chevy, and 4 is equal to Toyota. So if we select the driveToyota function and then select the select button, we will get the integer 4, which is equivalent to Toyota. Likewise, if we select the driveFord function and then select the select button, we will get the integer 2, which is equivalent to Ford. So I hope that I broke down enums in a simple manner for you guys to understand. Now they're going to be very useful in the upcoming videos in which we will be creating more advanced smart contracts from scratch. Now, like always, please leave any comments in the comment section on your experiences with enums and or any questions that you may have. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video.